Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Mannie, and today I'm be bringing you an in-depth attack mission support tier list. Now, this video has been anticipated for a while now, and sorry for the delay, but I did have to keep updating my tier lists because they kept releasing all these saucy-ass ninja, 6-pass Naruto, and Rinnegan Sasuke have just been added, so I had to rework that list. But with the time that they've come out, I have seen defense replays as well as played with them both, and yeah, I'll be honest, they're both gonna be really high on this list. And if you are new around here as well, please consider like, commenting, and subscribing, all that good stuff. And let's get into the tier list. So in the double S tier, we do have KLM Naruto as well as Rin Nohara. They're pretty much undisputed because they can heal you as well as provide you with many benefits. And then in the S plus tier as well, I'm going to quickly go over because I'm going to showcase both of their recommended kits and the S plus recommended kits all in the same category. EMS Sasuke, we're going to have the new Rinnegan Sasuke as well as an old favorite, Hashirama. He's still also very good. So let me go over these characters. Shebang! Alright, nice. So, again, like I said, KLM, Naruto, and Rin both can heal you, which is the only reason why they are quote-unquote in the double S tier, whereas the other three don't quite meet that double S tier just because they can't heal you. That being said, KLM, the recommended kit for KLM as a support unit, in my opinion, would be the Raw, the Heal, and the Kurama Bite. The Raw is literally a game-breaking jutsu because it's the only jutsu in the whole game currently that is able to hit the whole floor. Like everything in the whole floor, and it pretty much just takes out all the installations, and it's a full-tile ninjutsu. I mean, what more can you want? It also gives evasion buff and critical buff, but I mean, you're mainly using it for the full-tile Raw. And then again, obviously, KLM Naruto's infamous invincibility heal cures everything and gives the whole team invincibility for 2 seconds. The third jutsu that I would personally recommend equipping would be the Kurama Bite, as it gives Naruto a third iframe, an attack buff, and a defense buff. However, if you do want a bit more damage on your Naruto, you can swap this jutsu out for the Slash or the Tail Beast Bomb. However, for me, you definitely want obviously the heal and the Kurama Raw on the KLM Naruto, as well as either ultimate is fine because both of the ultimates actually really great. But one of them is just 120 seconds, the other one is 60 seconds and full tile. So one is better, but I mean either or is fine. Moving on to Rin Nohara. So Rin, the only reason why she's not as good as Naruto is because she doesn't have a full tile jutsu. She just doesn't, which is unfortunate. However, she does have the only ninjutsu in the game that can heal everyone's chakra, as of recording this video, of course. But Rin again heals 200 chakra at maximum level for you basically, and I mean, it does also heal over time for a couple of seconds, which is very nice. Combine that with her Confusion Wind Trap Sam Jutsu, as well as her large attack buff Kunais, which also provide Rin with an iframe and increase her survivability. I mean, her whole kit is honestly really amazing. She has 2 great ultimates. Her Sam ultimate again gives the whole team invincibility for 10 seconds, which is basically Naruto's heal, but a longer duration. And her summonable ultimate reduces your cooldown of all your jutsus in half if you're in the same tile as Rin, as she used the ultimate. I mean, the recommended one that I would honestly bring would be the Kunais, the Confusion Trap, the heal, and her Sam ultimate. However, if you weren't around playing the Sam, her old actual just not regular kit is honestly fine with the heal, the log, the Kunais, and her old ultimate. I mean, both of the ultimates are great, and then the main issue is the heal. You need that heal. Now, yeah, that is with the double S tier. Again, like I said, the only thing separating from these guys and these guys is these guys can heal you. So, moving on to the S plus tier, we have EMS Sasuke. Now, the reason why EMS Sasuke is amazing is because he has 2 different types of defense down jutsu, which defense down is probably one of the best debuffs in the game because again, it reduces the enemy's defense and it makes all your ninjutsu hit like a truck, and it makes everyone actually hit like a truck. So Sasuke got 2 defense down jutsus as well as paired up with 2 iframes that he can use. Again, you can pick and choose what jutsus you want on Sasuke. He's just that versatile, and with the new introduction of his 4-star paralysis jutsu, it's not a guaranteed paralysis. However, he does slash them, I think, around 4 times, so he has 4 chances to paralyze them, which is a pretty high chance, and it pierces through iframes, which is another big bonus. He's got 2 great ultimates, one 60-second full tail, the other one is got large radius and is also pretty much going to kill the enemy if he does end up ulting. And I did also forget to mention that both KLM Naruto as well as EMS Sasuke, in their regular attack, meaning their melee attack, on the 3rd hit it knocks the enemies down, which keep the AI in a constant knockdown when you're just spamming jutsu and whatnot, and yeah, it gives a less likely chance that you'll get ulted because the enemy is being knocked down. Recommended kit for EMS Sasuke. Honestly, he is so versatile, you can mix and match whatever you want. That's how good EMS is. For me personally, you can honestly mix and match whatever you want. I would bring the iframe PS jutsu that does paralyze, because again, I think that is his best jutsu. And then I would bring a defense down. I probably would bring the defense down that doesn't do damage over time, because this one does damage over time and you kind of don't really want that on them. And then I'll bring either iframe. Either iframe's fine. I'll probably bring the slash just because it kind of swings and knocks them back further. But again, whatever you fancy. Moving on to the newly acquired or added ninja into NxB, which is Rinnegan Sasuke. I have nothing but positive things to say about this Rinnegan Sasuke as a supporter. I mean, he's got the most unique regular attack knockback in the game, which is a tumbling. It's kind of like a tumbling weed. Like when he knocks the enemy back, they get sent so far, and they keep tumbling and they keep tumbling, and then you can combo that off well with your ninjutsu, whoever you're using as your main, because the enemy is just on the ground rolling, useless. In combination with one of the most broken 4-stars I've ever seen released into the game, is Chidori. So this Chidori, it literally yeets him across the map, and the AI can't detect it, and it has a chance to stun. It's not guaranteed again, but it has a chance to stun each hit. He hits like 5 times, so he has 5 times. He has 5 chances to stun them with the paralyze, and then he's got a defense down jutsu. Pretty much the same as just any other Amaterasu defense down. Great jutsu. It does dot, which is a bit but like Sasuke's defense down plus Chidori literally kills everyone. The damage on this Chidori, honestly, is ridiculous. It's honestly ridiculous. And the universal pull, surprisingly, is actually very useful when he is a supporter, because it has a chance. Not as a chance. It does small attack, defense, and critical. Well, not defense. Small attack, critical, and evasion down. So he can help you deal with pesky ninjas like Shisui and whatnot. In the combination of all these supporters, you're going to see is they have high defense and high health for survivability, and majority of them do also have iframes. Basically, Naruto has 3 iframes, Rin has 1, EMS has 2 iframes, and Rinnegan Sasuke has 1 iframe, as well as their natural bulk. Very, very good. But this last ninja I'm about to talk to you about does not have an iframe. However, he don't need one, because he's that busted. It's Hashirama Senju. I mean, what more do I want to say? What more can I say? The wooden seal. The wooden dragon seal. Sealing is by far the best ailment you can inflict on an enemy, because so the problem with confusion that I find sometimes, it's very rare but it sometimes does occur, is confusion makes the enemy run around like a headless chicken, which is a bit annoying. However, Hashirama Seal just turns them off completely. They just do nothing to you but regular attack you, and a regular attack isn't going to do much and isn't very threatening. As well as the fact that his seal is a very, very long time. I think it's like over 10 seconds. And I mean, what more could you want? He's regular attack also knocks them up, which is essentially the same effect as KLM Naruto and EMS's knockback effect, which turns off the AI, and it's amazing. His other two jutsus, I mean, they're so minuscule. They're actually honestly not that great, but I mean, I guess one of them heals them over time for a little bit, and then the other one gives everyone a resistance nature buff to all natures at max level. However, sometimes it does block your path, so keep wary of that. But the main jutsu, and the only jutsu you really need on Hashirama, will be his Dragon Seal. Again, I forgot to mention with Rinnegan Sasuke and Hashirama, they only have one ultimate, so when they get their re-kits, they can only go higher. They can only get better. But that is going to wrap up the double S tier and the S plus tier. So I'm going to be moving on to the S tier category. So who is falling just short of the S plus tier? Well, we got your boy Oniki, Hokage Naruto. We also have Shizune, and we have Danzo, and the final member is let me see if I can just Itachi V2. There he is. So I'm gonna try order it to see as yeah, I think this is the correct order. So where is my visuals? Here we go. So why is Oniki so good as a support? Even though he's not used as much as Gen as the top 5, it is because he has a confusion unfortunately, disclaimer, this jutsu was only obtainable during the surprise attack mission when he was the featured character. So if you did not play the surprise attack mission, then you can kind of just skip forward to the next ninja because he's going to be irrelevant to you. But if you do have his jutsu, his 4-star does confusion, which turns off the enemy AI, and to nullify the downside of the confusion making the enemy run everywhere, he has 2 ninjutsu that does movement speed down. Meaning, he'll confuse the enemies, reduce their speed, and they're kind of just stuck in the same spot, not even doing literally nothing to you. They're not even attacking you. They just stand there like a sitting duck, which is absolutely amazing. As well as that, his 3rd hit is exactly like KLM Naruto's and EMS, yada yada. It knocks them back, which is also very great because it just turns them off. And Oniki, again, is a green ninja with that natural bulk that helps him survive. Moving on to Hokage Naruto. Now, Hokage Naruto is an amazing support because of his natural bulk, his iframe jutsu that just makes him survive even longer than he needs to, as well as providing a lot of DPS as a supporter, and a lot of minuscule debuffs that are actually pretty handy. So his Shadow Clone Jutsu, he sends 4 Shadow Clones forward, each Shadow Clone knocking down the enemy. His Rasengan also knocks down the enemy, gives Naruto an iframe, and is also an attack debuff. And his Mini Rasen Shuriken does slowness down. So Hokage Naruto's full kit is just very, very, very beneficial to have as a support, as well as main. Like, you could main him with this kit. Hokage Naruto is so versatile in NxB. If you do not have one of these jutsu, you can equip the 3-star slash, because it is a wide range slash and it can take out annoying installations. Either ultimate is fine, however I do recommend the 5k barrage over the Tail Beast Bomb, just because the 5k barrage is just a better ultimate. But Hokage Naruto is not, do not sleep on him, he's also a very good support, very good support. Moving on to Itachi version 2, or Itachi versus Sasuke, Uchiha, whatever you want to call him. Now Itachi, my bad, is one of the best supporters in the game, and he's one of the best free-to-play supporters in the game. I do not have the Fireball Jutsu that you can get as a 3-star from the ticket summons here in the pictures, but his free-to-play, quote-unquote free-to-play kit is the Fireball, the Amaterasu Defense Down, and his Susanoo, combined with either alt. I mean, I've already said Defense Down is one of the best debuffs to inflict on the enemy, and Itachi's Defense Down happens to be a medium Defense Down. Combine that with the fact that he has 2 iframe jutsus that you can equip on him, as well as his new Re-Kit jutsu, which can inflict Seal. The crucial thing that I said there was can inflict. Unfortunately, it's only a random chance to inflict the Seal. because if it was 100% chance, you best believe Itachi would be up in the S+ tier. But unfortunately, you know, it's a random chance. But again, a chance is a chance. So when he does get the seal off, Itachi just seems like an absolute monster, honest monster. He's yellow as well, so he's got that natural bulk, and both his ultimates, my bad, are very, very great and will finish off the enemy. Moving on to Danzo. So Danzo is a weird one because you're looking at all these high tier ninja, like, okay, they're green and yellow, they have the bulk. Why is Danzo up here? So yes, I will admit he does suffer a little bit on the bulk side, as in his health and defense aren't as high as yellow and green ninjas. However, he did get a roundup specific tool, and if you do have that roundup specific tool equipped to Danzo, it does increase his bulk. In combination of the fact that he has one of the best iframes in the game, which is his Baku, it also does evasion down, and it pretty much deals with Shisui. If you have Danzo and you hate fighting Shisuis, then put Danzo in your support and he'll deal with the Shisui evasion just like that, and then Shisui will become a non-threat. Combine that with his wood style jutsu, which does slow down and pierces through iframes, as well as his two high DPS wind style jutsus that also pierce through iframes, and one of them blocks projectiles. So honestly, Danzo is a very, very great support. He survives more than you think, even when he gets split off, and when he does get split off, if he does manage to get his ultimate off, which, keep in mind, is a full tile ultimate, he casts a revive effect on himself, meaning, after he kills an enemy, even if he's on like 1 or 2 health, he can revive himself after he dies. So essentially, Danzo's got 2 lives after he ults. So Danzo's survivability is actually very, very high, and you'll be surprised with Danzo. You will be surprised. And last but not least, Shizune. Now, again, the problem with Shizune is you're gonna have to have played the surprise attack mission way back when. Her ultimate was a surprise attack mission reward. Again, if you did not get her ultimate, or if you were not playing, you can skip this part of the video because, again, you won't be able to use Shizune. But for those of you who do have Shizune and are thinking, well, if I should use her or not, and I'll be honest, if you have a trap clearing main, such as, you know, Hokage Naruto, Shizune is honestly just a godsend, because her ultimate will trigger the moment you have any status ailment inflicted on you. Meaning, if you get dotted, if you get sealed, if you get confused, Shizune will just immediately trigger that ultimate and then grant you immunity to all those effects for like, I think it's like 30 seconds. It's something ridiculous, and it pretty much makes you feel immortal, pretty much like immortal. And then combine that with the fact that she has a normal healing jutsu, as well as a 4-star that does paralysis. She's honestly a great, great support. The only downside with Shizune is she doesn't have a damaging ultimate, meaning if she does get split off, she probably will die and not kill off an enemy defender. But it is a slight downside to Shizune, but if you manage to keep her with you, she is a massive, massive threat. Moving on to the, so I've called this tier the S- A+/A tier because a lot of people do get a bit salty about the letterings, but again, I just want to inform you guys that if I even manage to put a ninja on this list, it means they're really, really good. So don't worry about the lettering per se. If they're on this tier list, they're good. You should use them. If they didn't make it onto this tier list, well then don't even think twice. Don't even think twice. But so the characters I'm gonna put in the S-, A+, and A tier are 6 Paths Naruto. Controversial, but let me explain. Madara Uchiha, Obito Uchiha, Kabuto, and Shisui. Where is your boy Shisui? Here he is. So let me go break down the I'm gonna call it the tier underneath S. So 6 Paths Naruto, while yes, a lot of people have been hyping him up, have been saying he is amazing, and don't get it twisted, guys. Do not get it twisted. 6 Paths Naruto is an amazing character. However, I'm going to, and I cannot stress this enough, I'm going to state that he doesn't have that much defense because he's blue, meaning when he does get split off, he will most likely die, which is the biggest downfall of this, the 6-pass Naruto. Now, if you do have all the pay-to-win tools and the stat cards and whatnot on the Naruto, yes, you can make him very, very bulky. However, to the majority of the player base who don't have that luxury, yes, Naruto is going to be very, very squishy as a supporter. However, if you can keep him with you with trap clearing mains, he's a massive, massive threat. His Magnet Rasengan does sealing, and it's not guaranteed. However, I think it does like 4 hits, and each hit has a chance to seal, which is very, very great. And then he does something amazing, which puts a puddle on the ground, a lava puddle, pretty much a lava trap. And every time the enemy is standing in there, they're just getting smashed, and their health is dropping, and they're pretty much getting melted in this lava. Now, actually, before I go on to the next couple of ninja, I do want to quick point out that 6-pass Naruto, Obito Uchiha, and Kabuto work really, really well with trap clearing mains. I'm just going to bring up a quick picture of the trap clearing mains that are currently in the game. So when I say trap clearing mains, I mean obviously, you know, ninjas that can clear or disarm the traps that are in enemy fortresses, such as Rin's Log, Hokage Naruto's Shadow Clone, Minato's Shadow Clone, Shino's Bug, and the original Naruto's Shadow Clone. These jutsus all trigger traps and pretty much can guarantee that your team will be with you at all times. Just wanted to get that out the way. But with that being said, I'm going to move on to... Actually, I'll first talk about Obito and why he's really good with a trap clearing main. So Obito, again, same problem with Naruto. He's a blue unit, so he has not that much defense. However, if you have a trap clearing main and you get to keep Obito with you, he's got the best sealing jutsu in the game. Point blank, period. Don't at me. This sealing jutsu is pretty much 100% guaranteed, and it pierces through iframes. I mean, come on, Obito, what are you doing? It inflicts a long duration seal as well. I think actually medium duration seal, which is more than long enough for you to kill the enemy, as well as he has a sprig jutsu that does slow down and evasion down, so it can actually help you deal with Shisui quite easily. You're going to notice that I don't have any of the damage over time jutsus equipped to Obito, because again, you don't really want to be doing damage over time to the enemies, because that can get you in sticky situations where you get ulted. And both ultimates on Obito are full tile, which is also a nice touch. And the last ninja I'm going to talk about, which is very, very useful if you have trap clearing mains, is Kabuto. Kabuto, literally, what he does on defense becomes your asset on support. As you can see, I only have 2 jutsu that are on him, which is the grab and the poison puddle. The grab being 100% guaranteed paralysis, as well as yanking the enemy towards Kabuto for him to put the poison puddle on the ground. And you already know what happens when Kabuto puts his poison puddle on the floor. You bet your ass is dead. So he does that to the defenders. He just grabs him, puts the puddle on the ground, and then see you later. Nice knowing ya. Move on to the next ninja. Ultimate, again, is kind of irrelevant because Kabuto is just killing everyone with his ninjutsu. So I did skip over the Madara. So let me go back to Madara. Again, you don't really need a trap clearing main for Madara, which is why I kind of skipped over Madara. But why is Madara so good and still so saucy? He is only purple, so again, his defense is not that high, which is the reason why he's in the tier just below S. But to help counter that a little bit, he does have 2 iframes that are pretty much a must equip when you're using him, which is his 2 Susanoo jutsus, one of them being extremely long-ranged vertically, and then the other one, the 4-star, is it's just a long-ranged iframe slash jutsu in general that can clear a lot of the installations in the room. Think of it as like a bootleg KLM Naruto's Raw, because it's not full tile, but the range is ridiculous. As the 3rd ninjutsu, you can either go with a more defensive build, giving him a 3rd iframe with the fan. If Madara gets hit, he can also inflict defense down, or evasion down, which would be pretty nice. But I do recommend to equip the Dragon Flame Jutsu, because it does provide Madara with a bit of DPS. Either ultimate is fine. They're both honestly great ultimates, so do not fuss about the ultimate too much. And with the last ninja, moving on to Shisui Uchiha. He is, I mean, where's a tier list without Shisui Uchiha, right? He's just one of the best ninjas in the game. I mean, even though his support jutsus don't really feel like the great support jutsus, meaning, as you can see down in the corner, he's got 3 fire-style jutsus that all do damage over time, which, like I've said, is a bit detrimental to have damage over time inflicted on the enemy. I mean, Shisui can just kind of negate that flaw with the whole team speed buff and evasion buff, which just make you zip through bases at lightning speed. And I mean, he just kind of makes everyone's quote-unquote mobility issue seem null when he does get that teleport off, as well as the fact that he has a full tile low cooldown ultimate at a high level, and it grants him 10 seconds of invincibility, so you bet you that Shisui will survive a lot of fights. And with that being said, that is the conclusion of the tier just below S, and it is the last tier that I would be tiering. I'm actually going to quickly do alternative healers as well. Alternative healers. So the alternative healers that you can use if you somehow do not have KLM Naruto, Rin, or Shizune at your disposal. The other healers you could use are Sakura, Tsunade, and Konan. I'm going to quickly go over them because I feel like it is important in case you don't have the luxury of KLM, Rin, and Shizune, like I said. So the other healers you can use is Sakura. So Sakura has not the greatest quote-unquote healing jutsu, but she does provide you with defense down, as well as her being green and having a good bulk helps her out. She also has an attack buff or a critical buff or a heal kick jutsu. I mean, you can pick whatever jutsu you want, but again, you would want to take the defense down to heal. Quickly talk about Tsunade as well. So the problem with Tsunade is she's a green unit with low defense. She's like the only green unit in the whole game with low defense, and it's just, I don't know why Bandai did this to Tsunade. I don't know if it's a mistake, but it just makes no sense why Tsunade's defense is so low. That is the main reason why Tsunade is so low, because when she does get split off, she just tends to die. However, her support jutsus are really, really great. She has a large heal, heals a lot of health, as well as a ailment cure that cures all the status conditions, such as seal, confusion, yada yada yada. And she also has a heal kick, like Sakura, but I'd probably actually recommend equipping the chop, because it does actually do confusion, which is pretty nice, again, to have as support. Either ultimate is fine. One of them is damaging. One of them kind of keeps Tsunade surviving longer when she does get the ult off, if she ever gets it off. But either is fine. And then last but not least, we're going to talk about Konan. So Konan actually, surprisingly, makes no sense. She has the largest heal in the game, right? Tsunade, known as the, the medical ninja, the best healer in the whole of Naruto, right? And Konan's like, bish, move aside. I'm going to have a healing jutsu that can heal 5,500 health. Like, what? What do you mean, Bandai? And it also does, I think it also gives lunge and manipulate resistance, which is just like, I don't know why Konan got such a good heal. Like, surely Tsunade should be the ninja that gets a heal that's this good, right? But, as well as that, Konan has an iframe and a nice damaging jutsu. She has 3 jutsu that does great damage, but 2 of them are iframes, so I do recommend equipping the iframe one. And she has 2 ultimates. One of them is actually pretty decent. The other one's honestly trash, but if you have your ultimate on Konan, it is whatever. You can use whatever ultimate you wish on Konan. However, keep in mind, she is, again, unfortunately, a blue unit, meaning her defense isn't that high. So when she does get split off, she can die. But with that being said, that is the conclusion of the support tier list. Comment down below what you guys think. Let me know if I missed anyone that you think is deemed worthy enough to be in these categories. Keep in mind, I only tier the tippity tip top supporters. So I'm going to drag actually an example of someone that's pretty good at support, but it's just not the tippity top would be an example would be again Kisame. Kisame is yellow. He's got high defense. He's got a good 4-star that imprisons the enemy with his water prison. But again, there's just a lot more better options that you can use, which is why I haven't tiered Kisame in any of these tiers. But again, they're not bad supporters. You can honestly use whoever you wish. I'm just tiering, in my opinion, the best ones to use. And yeah, so hope you guys did enjoy this tier list video, and like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. I will be doing an updated defense list, I think, when actually I might do that next month when a couple more ninjas are released. I might not do an attack mission main because it's so controversial with attack mission mains. Like, so many people get salty, but it's just kind of a hell to make. But I mean, I feel like support is just all round more accepted and more universal when it comes to who's good and who's not. But yeah, I'm just rambling right now. Like, comment, and subscribe again if you enjoyed the content. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.